Jeez, I've only done that 15 times.
Only 15?
What I'm saying is, what does Sky say on hers?
Sky.
Good morning. Oh, no, that's all.
Oh, that's Donna Christensen. Okay, just a minute. Let me.
Gotta say all things.
Just a minute. Just a minute. Chat. 3 people have already spoken. Nehemiah says, good morning, everyone. Annie says, good morning, everyone. Love all. Donna Christensen says, good morning, everyone. And Sky is just her name there.
Oh my gosh,
Yes,
everybody was saying, oh, it's on top of
All
her.
these other people were talking.
Yeah.
That's amazing. Well, I'm going to sing the song again before I forget it.
Well, please do.
All right. So, in honor of the talk today, right?
Yeah.
And you can all join in with me, okay? May we all have peace.
Oh, okay.
May we all have love. May we all be together and know that we are one. Here we go. May we all have peace. There you go. May we all have love. May we all have love. And may we all be together. May we all be one. May we all have peace. Have peace. May we all have love. And may we all be together. May we all be one. Oh, yeah. May we all be one.
Yay, that's beautiful. Thank you so much, Janet.
Well,
And you just sat there and just thought it up. It amazes me how well you do it.
I don't do it.
That
I
is
just came in here into this
fantastic.
space. That's what it was.
Yeah, that is great. Welcome,
Well, maybe
welcome.
we did that then. Who knows?
Yeah.
Yeah, it was all me, nobody else. Janet had nothing to do with it.
That's right.
That's right. Speaker routine out there.
Yeah.
That's all I did.
Oh,
I mean, I guess I could, but why would I?
I love it when it says Zoom user. Okay.
That's somebody very special.
Yeah, very special persons are using Zoom user. Good morning, good morning.
User, like,
Welcome.
Some
Before
trauma.
we go anywhere, I'd like to do a prayer. And Janet, you can help me with this.
Sure.
For the people of Texas. I'm going to cry. When I think of sending your girls off to camp and them not coming back, it's just like, how could that happen? And it just hit me that, and how are you doing with all of the water, Gloria? How are you doing with all of the rain?
in Texas, there where you are.
In Texas, where you are.
You have to unmute.
Unmute, honey. Unmute, Miss Glory.
You're still muted.
You're still muted,
You're
sweetheart.
still muted.
I know.
Oh, maybe I can do that. Maybe I can,
No, I don't think you'll be able to. You can invite her to unmute and maybe it'll do a thing.
what am I doing wrong? I don't even know.
I don't know, sometimes I feel like I breathe wrong.
There she
I
goes.
think I got it. Did I get
There
it?
you
Hey.
go. Thank you.
Okay.
I was doing a prayer for Texas, and then you
Yes,
on.
I
Could
I
you
heard
help
you.
us? Could you help us do a prayer
Um,
for Texas since you live there?
we have been having rain at some point in this area every day. Okay, and it might be just 1 hour or thunder showers or thunderstorms, but nothing like what's going on in Central Texas. And so I'm joining you.
Yeah. Yeah, let us open our hearts. Honey.
Yes.
In
Let us
prayer,
open our hearts. Yeah.
because I'm sure that these precious children might have been some of our neighbors,
Oh,
even if they didn't live close to us. They are our neighbors. They are our babies. They are And we've been clobbered, okay? There's not a better word. So I join you in prayer. I don't know that I know anyone that is being affected personally, but in our hearts filled with love, we are all affected personally.
Yes.
So I share with you in this prayer.
Yeah.
So if you all would just close your eyes
Yeah.
and go into prayer mode, however it is for you. If you visualize yourself being in bed to pray, if you visualize yourself on your knees to pray, if you visualize yourself being right here with your eyes closed or your eyes open, however you feel comfortable. And I want to say, dear Creator, please accept the souls and spirits of these beautiful young women and all the people who are dying unnecessarily through the rain. Please watch out for them. They went to a camp to learn how to be better in their religion, and we want them to be accepted with so much love and so much energy. And for each one of us, just put them in our hearts, all of them. They're saying now there might be as many as 20 girls missing.
Mm.
And each one of those girls has a family. So this prayer is going to the Christian benefit, to benefit this place that they went, to benefit everybody involved with prayer. And we know that that church facility is praying for these girls, but let's add our prayer to it and put it in our hearts, these young women and all the other people who died through this unmerciful rainstorm that they've been having there. And it's left now Texas and going to other states. And know, Creator, that we need rain. But please, see if we could have a little bit less of it. Let your energy flow through the state of Texas and through all the surrounding states into the north coast of the United States, into New York and further north. Feel their energy. Feel the love their parents have for them. And honor these kids and everybody else who's died through this horrible weather we're having.
Oh God, Creator, beloved one, we lift up these souls on angels' wings and let them know that they are loved and they are held in the light, in the light. And for all of those left behind, the families with broken hearts, may gentle wings of angels' breath remind them of the love that never dies, but is ever in our hearts. And we call upon our angels. Oh, we call upon swords. Oh, we call upon our own hearts to lift them up. the open arms of the angels are in us and through us and around us, and all we know and all we give is love. Oh, love flows around us, emanates from us, and heals the broken lives. And every moment we open up our heart, we know and we realize that we are here to be the best that all our souls can bring. And we know, oh, we are here on the gentle angel's wings.
Janet, thank you so much for such a beautiful, beautiful song. That's,
Dottie, Dottie, can I add to this prayer?
yes.
According to the word that is written in scriptures, there was a time when Jesus was awakened in the middle of a storm, and he sent forth the word, "Peace, be still. Peace, be still." And I send forth my word in the decree today through the power of my voice, through the words that I believe in. Peace, be still. Even while the world seems to be in turmoil, peace, be still. And I know the power of these words, the power of this decree going forth from our very hearts and minds. Peace, be still. And this too shall pass. For the people, as we return to the love of God, which we know, and humble ourselves and pray for one another, the universe, that which I call God, will hear our prayers and deliver us and heal our land and our hearts and restore our very souls. For God is our shepherd, and we are one with spirit. We are one with God. We are love. All praise be unto God.
Thank you so much, Gloria. That was beautiful. Thank you, you two lovely ladies. What wonderful, wonderful prayers to be putting out this morning. Now, any birthdays today or this week? Anybody? I'm sure this group isn't all getting younger.
Well, how can you be so sure?
We need to have birthdays around, but I'm so glad that you're all here. Thank you so much for joining us.
Maybe we're all secretly vampires.
Oh, no, I don't
Yeah,
think
that's
so.
That's a ticket.
Oh, and I think that some people are ashamed of getting older, or
What?
don't
I'm
want to
not.
say anything about getting older, or just don't want to admit it.
I brag about it.
Yeah, I mean, Corky brags about it. Yes.
Oh,
Me too. So I would like to offer that we're going to have a wonderful presentation for our UCM speaker series.
Oh, yes.
It's coming up this Tuesday, and it's going to be talking about Jewish mysticism, the Kabbalah, and the Jewish alphabet. I am so excited. This is an incredible opportunity. Reverend Chris Brown will be joining us, and I am so thrilled.
Great,
Thrilled.
It's called the Kabbalah.
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 Mhm.
Kabbalah.
Kabbalah is another pronunciation.
Yeah, it's another present. I think there are about 3 different.
Okay. Anybody
Yeah.
else have any announcements to make? Yes, Joan?
And if you would like to go to the theater and kind of celebrate gay pride a little bit more, the play that they're doing is something about the five and dime store, and it's a
Jimmy Dean?
Jimmy Dean and the five. Anyway, it's a celebration of people getting together, and one of the girls that shows up was a guy, and so it's very cleverly done, and I think you would enjoy it. Jeannie and I went yesterday and found it very interesting.
Was it like Welcome Back to the Five and Dime Jimmy Dean, or something like that?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And their sets are just beautiful. They've recreated Cress's Five and Dime.
Oh, wonderful.
And some of you may remember that, but there was Woolworths and there was Cress's, and Cress's had a more unique feel. And it takes place in Texas, of course. You know. And at the end of it, they get a rainstorm.
Oh,
So
of course.
I don't know. But
Not fair.
It's just a
timing.
fun play, and I'm not sure how much longer it's going, but it's on today.
Wonderful. Thank you for sharing.
So Arlene has.
Arlene,
hand up.
you have your hand up. You'd like to say something?
I apologize. I'm the Johnny come lately, but I just really need to beg for prayers from all of you for one of my granddaughters, Emily, who's currently in a rehab facility with feeding tube in and triple diagnosis now of anorexia, bipolar, and borderline personality disorder.
Oh my
So
goodness.
that's how she celebrated her 21st birthday just a few days ago.
Oh,
So
yes.
if I can get prayers, I sure would love them for her and her family.
Hey,
What's her name?
Emily.
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 can I don't know why, but I suddenly feel like I really, really need to tell you that a lot of women who are autistic, they present differently and will often get diagnosed with BPD, but it's not BPD. So look at things that can, just look at that and other things that might be a thing. I don't know why, I just suddenly it was just like, I had to just tell you that.
Okay, thank you very much.
We will hold her in our hearts. We will hold her in our hands and send light and gentle healing.
Thank you, Jean.
You know, I'm rereading Dr. Joseph Murphy's textbook on the subconscious mind. And part of this book is he talks about different miraculous healings that have taken place through prayer, through saying a prayer as you go to sleep at night and letting your subconscious work on it. Those are the terms he uses. And so I'm telling you I'm reporting what he's saying. But if you wish to rebuild your faith and understanding, you might want to read his books. Some of his early books, like The Power of the Subconscious Mind, talks a lot about it. And I love, he gives Bible quotations, he gives prayers using the subconscious. It's a very broad approach to healing.
And what's his name again?
Dr. Joseph Murphy. And the books were printed in the 60s, but they're very relevant today. And the language is good. It's not old-fashioned language. But I love the testimonies that he gives. And the fact that healings do take place healings can take place. And there's a lot of evidence of that in his books.
Great. Thank you for sharing that.
So, whoa, so, that's okay. What just happened? I don't know. So anyway, Stephen just said he turned 71.
That's how old you are in your heart?
He says, I am 71 now.
Yay!
Yay!
And then Stephen also asked what city Emily is in.
What city is Emily in, Arlene?
Tacoma, Washington.
Tacoma, Washington.
We need to sing happy birthday.
We need to do the, yep.
We need to do it.
Okay,
For
Stephen.
Stephen.
Wait a minute, where is he? Stephen, where are you? I've got to get you in here so that we can sing to you.
There you
Where's
are,
the
thank
beat?
you.
This is your birthday song. It isn't very long. Yay!
Happy birthday, Stephen.
I can't even find the pin thing here. Jeez, today I am out of whack. Sorry, you guys.
Well, we've got,
I don't mean to be out of whack. It
You
just
are
happens.
human, no
It
matter.
just happens.
Do you know your name?
One.
The
Okay, so Arlene
important one.
is not speaking anymore, so it's got to be the speaker. So speak, Dottie.
okay, well, good. Anybody else have anything they'd like to add this morning?
I would.
Yes.
Yeah.
So I'm feeling sad because water is life, and water's just trying to do its job.
Right.
And the reason these things are happening is because of us, humankind, ignoring the climate crisis, and now they're ignoring it even more in our political realm, opening up fossil fuels, rolling in the Arctic Circle. And the water holds emotional energy, And so I'd like to just send our love and gratitude to the water, and just so that every drop of water, wherever it goes, is holding that love and gratitude for the upliftment of humankind, because our consciousness needs to change about how we relate to the earth. So it's not a bad, horrible storm, it's a natural consequence of how we've been treating the earth. And so our hearts have to open to more than just the human condition, but to be connected with all of life, to Mother Earth, to all of the creatures in the creation, and hold them as valuable and important, not just us as humans. And so that this water carry this message wherever it goes, to heal humans' hearts, so that humans open to all of life, and to revere and honor the creation. So that this is part of our heart lesson here. Yeah.
Thank you. Thank you for sharing that. Yes. Anybody else have, Annie, you have something to say? Annie? You're on mute. You're on mute, Annie.
My unmute wasn't lit up. I couldn't unmute it.
Yeah.
As many of you know already, my very dear friend Sue Holly, that I've been talking about for a while now, passed away on June 23rd. And I'd actually like to say a prayer for my friend Anastasia Dunaway, who lives in Philadelphia, and she is just completely inconsolable. And she's a very, very religious lady, but she can't find any comfort in prayer. She finds that she can't cry. She calls me and says, I'm just ripped to pieces, and nothing I say brings her comfort. So I would just like to put her into prayer that she find peace. She spoke to Sue every day, just like I did, and just relied on her so much for her own sanity and mental health. And so if we could just I call her Tasia, if we could put Tasia into prayer, please, I would really, really appreciate it so much. Thank you.
Thank you so much for bringing her in.
And Stephen's got his hand up.
Stephen?
And I've been there where life is just gray. And, you have no feeling. You And it's a form of fatigue and it's a form of depression. And there's a term for it, and it will pass, but you don't know if it ever will. And it's like when you can't taste anything, you can't smell anything. We need that. We wonder if we're even still on the planet, and of course we are. We're still acting, but you. So yeah, she needs your prayer, and she will get through this, but we don't know how long it'll be.
Thank you, Stephen. I'll be there for her. I've known her 30 years. I'm not
She'll
going anywhere
appreciate
now.
it later.
I'm not
Yeah,
going now.
she will. Thank you, Ann.
Thank you.
And Anne, I would offer, if you could possibly, I don't know if there's any way we can get her into nature, because nature is a huge container for our grief, and sometimes can hold it in a wider way than we can as humans. So just sitting quietly with her in nature and letting nature do its work.
Thank you, Jan Jan.
Okay. Anybody else have anything they'd like to say this morning?
I'm happy that it's 4th of July weekend and we're celebrating the birth of our country. And I'm just happy about being a part of Independence Day.
That's
Hey,
wonderful.
thank you.
Yay! Yeah, so there's things to be grateful for.
Always.
There's always something to be grateful for. So that,
Yeah.
and then when you feel like there's nothing to be grateful for, that's when you need to reach. Say, I woke up this morning, and maybe that's not the part that's great. Maybe it's because the sun is shining. Maybe that's not the part that's great. Maybe, maybe there's a new leaf on the tree. Maybe there's the wind, whatever it is. Sometimes you have to dig pretty deep to find that thing. What did I used to enjoy? And what did I used to want? What did I used to like? What brought me pleasure? What brought me peace? And, resonate. Find something that resonates. It's a little bit of work, and sometimes that's hard for people to do.
Sorry.
Okay?
Apparently I have hiccups.
Oh, I thought you were
Thankfully
crying.
that you don't have hiccups.
I
You
pray.
don't have hiccups.
Anyway, so it's not easy. It can be, and then when I get depressed, I dance
Yes.
and sing by myself to myself. So
Yes, wonderful. Thank you. Thank you all very much for adding to this morning's talk.
I had one.
Okay.
I had a little one.
Okay, you have
Yeah,
another one.
just now, since I'm sitting amidst all of these healers, I don't know, maybe you can send healing energy to my tooth here, the bunny tooth?
Mm-hmm.
the bunny
It's got
Yeah.
your biting tooth, this has got a crown on it, but it's got a fistula in it, and they have to have a root canal.
Oh,
And if this tooth dies, they're having trouble getting my bite right. I had to have a root canal on the other one where the bridge is. And it's just like, if I lose these two teeth and have a fracture in this one, what is gonna happen with the rest of my teeth to try and fix the hole? So if this thing could heal and not have to have a root canal and a fracture, that would be really nice.
because sometimes once things start, it's just like, oh, and then now we have to, so.
Yeah.
Yeah, so
It is possible to get another crown after the
root canal, yeah.
root canal.
But then it's the
Yeah, but there's a
biting.
problem with the bite I've been trying to fix for years. I
Now,
went through
do you
tons of
trust your
different-
dentist?
Yeah, I have a very good dentist.
Then that's the number one thing,
Yeah.
is to, in your heart, trust the dentist and go
If you
along
don't trust
with
your
it.
dentist, you need a new dentist, man.
No,
Yeah.
I've got the best dentist ever.
Yay, that's
Perfectionist.
great. Let them know that you think they're the
She's
best
wonderful.
dentist ever.
Yeah, but this has just been a really difficult problem because I didn't have a one of those teeth that are over here.
An eye tooth,
There's
a molar.
it's like a fang tooth or something.
Oh, yeah,
the
that's
canines.
I didn't have that. It was part of the skeletal
Your
structure,
incisors,
and they
yeah.
tried to pull it down when I was a teenager for 5 years and messed up my bite really bad before they took that out. So I don't have that, and they made one of the regular teeth look like one of those fang teeth, and it's like my whole bite is a little bit strange, and they're having trouble getting the forces so that it doesn't keep torquing the bunny tooth.
And then your digestion isn't right because you're not doing your food right. It's a,
It's just, the bite's never gotten quite right. So I'm just gonna pray that my bite gets right,
Okay.
so that I don't keep losing teeth and having more and more expenses and,
Good.
like that.
We'll put you in our prayers.
Yes.
Healing for my teeth.
Yes,
Yes.
yes, for your teeth.
Healing for the teeth. Yes.
go for it, girl.
Well, one of the unexpected expenses of retirement is dentistry.
Oh, yes.
That's
It
unexpected.
is just so expensive and it is not covered by Medicare.
No.
Anything.
They do offer some small
$1,200 for this.
plans about cleaning, but the other day I was talking to one of my friends. She had an estimate of $9,000.
Holy smokes.
For what?
Yeah, and so all I can tell you, for the best thing you can do, there's two things you need to do for retirement: save money and brush your teeth
And
3
floss.
times a day.
Brushing teeth is also linked to preventing dementia. If you just leave your teeth feel gross, then there's a higher risk of dementia from the inflammation response.
That's right.
Most of my cavities have been in between my teeth because I sucked at flossing. Yeah, I got that
You need to
lecture.
charge for tooth cavities.
Okay, I'm gonna give my talk.
You Reverend Dottie. Go for it, Reverend
Teeth for the
Dottie.
next 30 minutes.
Go for it, Reverend Dottie.
Okay, I want to do a warning here, is that this is the title of the song is a song we all know, and it's a song we all love to sing. But please, they'll knock us off of Amazon.
Oh, don't sing.
We're not allowed to sing songs that we don't have the copyright for. In fact, they won't, even if we have the copyright. We have bought the copyright to several songs, and they still want to ding us for it. But anyway, so.
Good morning. What I want to talk about this
Sing it in your
morning
head.
is all you need is love. Okay. So many people are talking about anger, angry at the president, angry at the representatives in their state, angry at their next door neighbor, angry at what's happening at work, anger at the people that are not doing what they think they should be doing. So much anger is happening in the community, in the congregation, in everyday people. And today I'd like to talk about what you can do to love. It's easy to love your child. This is a nurturing, protective, and self-sacrificing. And it reflects who you are. It shows the world how you operate and how you love your children. And some people say to me, yes, but they don't treat me right. That's okay. How you look at them is okay. But think about the fact that deep within them, there is love for you. A love that they're covering up because they're upset by so many different things in life. They may be upset with their spouse, but they get you involved. And they might be upset with their kids, but they get you involved. Don't listen to what they're upset about. Find the love you have for them deep within you and hold on to that love. How many of you have kids? And looking here, a lot of you have children. And think about that. Whether they like you or whether they don't, remember the love you have for them. And that's going to pull them through this. And it's going to help you. It's easy to love your child. This is a nurturing, protective, and self-sacrificing. It reflects who you are. It shows the world how you operate and how you love your children. And some people say to me, yes, but they don't treat me right. That's okay. How you look at them is okay. But think about the fact that deep within them, there is love for you. A love that they're covering up because they're upset by so many different things in life. They might be upset with their spouse, but they get you involved. And they might be upset with their kids, but they get you involved. Don't listen to what they're upset about. Find the love for them you have deep within you and hold on to that love. Think of all the things that you share with your children, all that time, the hours, and think of the good things that you have. Put those into your heart. Put those into your mind. Put those into you so you can bring back the love you have for your kids. Love for your country. A deep sense of belonging and loyalty. This kind of love can inspire so much It can help you feel better about your country. It can help you honor everybody with what they're doing. And it might be your congressperson and you don't like what they're doing. Stop that and say, they're there to do a job and it's a hard job, and support them. Don't always be angry with what they're doing. Find one little part of them that you can support and figure out how they're worth what you want to get from them. Don't talk about hating them or not liking them. Feel some love for them, love for a coworker, built on mutual respect, collaboration, and support. It helps create a healthy environment. You might look at them and say they don't know what they're doing, but think about the fact that they have a family. They have things they are going on. They have a difficult life. And find a place to love them. A little place in your heart to love your coworker. And as you think about them, think about all you need is love. And find some love you have for your coworker. A way that you can let them feel good about you, your relationship with them. Pick it up instead of letting it float on the surface. Pick it up. Add the depth to it. Love for your neighbor. It's hard to do that sometimes. If you have a dog that parks all night, if they park in your parking place, if they don't move their garage can in the morning, there's a lot of reasons not to love them. But take those and put them aside and think of some positive things you have about your neighbor. Don't be a stranger. Talk to them. When you're pulling your car out in the morning, you see them, say hello. Good morning. Don't always ignore them. That makes them feel you don't like them. Maybe you wanted to put out the feeling, but stop it, because that means they're not going to be there for you if something comes up. If your place catches on fire, but if anything bad happens to you, they're going to turn around and walk the other way. Learn how to appreciate those around you. Love for the homeless and marginalized, empathetic and justice-oriented. This love sees the divine in every person and seeks to uplift the vulnerability. Think of this. They're there for some reason for you, but there's a reason for them to be homeless. For some people, it's because they're sick and they can't work, and they don't have anybody to help them, and they don't have any way to make any money. Some of them are drug addicts. They're hooked on drugs. They can't get out of them on their own. They need help. They need some support. There's so many reasons for them to be homeless, and there's more reasons for you to be helpful. Think of them with love. On our city streets, on their shelter floors, love walks in through open doors. Think of that. Think of what you can do to help your homeless, and then unconditional love, selfless, spiritual love that transgresses all conditions and egos. Think of that. Think of how you can love people unconditionally. Each kind of love adds richness to our lives and reflects the divine sparks in every relationship. Let us open our hearts to love in all forms and become vessels of compassion, joy, and peace. And what about your loved ones? The person that you say you love. Find your ways to help them. It could be a person that you live with. It could be a person you're married to. It could be a person you work with. But find a way to show them love. Find a way to let them know that you appreciate them. All you need in your life is love. But to give love, you need to give it and find ways to give love. While I was working at Lockheed, I would celebrate everybody's birthday on my floor. And I worked with 15 other people. And I had their birthday written down in my book. And when the day came, they'd come in, I'd decorate their cubicle. And they'd say, "Oh, Dottie's been here." And I'd get everybody in the organization gathered on that floor to sing a happy birthday. And I'd have some goodies. One time I had donuts for everybody. Another time I had a birthday cake. Another time I had pie, tarts. So everybody on the floor could celebrate and eating and enjoying, celebrating this person's birthday. And they said, "Oh, Dottie, it's so-and-so's birthday." And I'd say, "Yeah, I know. I'm going to do something for them." Sometimes I'd ask their husband or wife to come in and celebrate with us, especially those that worked at Lockheed also, or those that were unemployed and at home. And it got so they started celebrating other people's birthdays, and they would investigate it. And it made for so much happier work situations. It's just showing a love for those you work with as much as showing love for those that you live with. All you need in love can be understood through the lens of agape, a term from ancient Greek meaning selfless, divine love. John Lennon and Paul McCartney were not talking about romance. They were channeling something closer to the Hindu concept of devotion, or the Christian concept of God is love. In this view, love is not an emotion. It is the fabric of the cosmos. Think of that. In this view, love is not an emotion. It is the fabric of the cosmos. In its purest form, love is both the path and the destination. To live without love is to live cut off from the divine, as many mystics, sages, and prophets have echoed across centuries. As Jesus said, love one another as I have loved you. The Buddha wrote, hatred does not cease by hatred, but only by love. This is the eternal rule. And Rumi wrote, let yourself be silently drawn by the strange pull of what you really love. It will not lead you astray. I like that. I'm going to repeat it. Let yourself be silently drawn by the strange pull of what you really love. It will not lead you astray. Ultimately, all you need is love. Functions as what I call a secular sutra, a sacred text that doesn't belong to one religion, but speaks to the spiritual common ground of all. Like many scriptures, it reminds us of what we've forgotten. That love is not weakness, but power. That love is not emotion, but essence. That love is not optional. It is the whole point. Our whole point of our life is love. Lennon didn't just write a song. He rephrased the world's religions into a chorus, simple enough for everyone to sing. Love is not a feeling. It is a practice. It is the energy of Creator, the breath of Spirit, the rhythm of the universe. Whether you're holding a child, comforting a neighbor, or walking along in the woods, remember, all you need is love, and love is all around. So I want you to think of who you love, that maybe you haven't told them that lately. Think of the people in your life that you've been ignoring because you don't like who they voted for. I have so many people that said, oh, so-and-so used to be my friend. I really loved her. I really loved him. But now that they voted for blank, I just don't like them anymore. But you still have a sense of love for them. So show them your love, not your dislike. Love is one of the most important things in the world. Love your children, even though they might not be talking to you. Put out love for them. Love the next door neighbor. Love the people you work with. Show them. Get their birthday and bring them in a cake or something where the day it's their birthday. Do something special for people. Let them know that you love them. And sometimes you might not like them. I know many of you have had that. I don't like that person, but I still feel a love for them. Let them know that. Find the love that you have to give people and start doing it. Start giving out love. And this morning, all the things we were talking about were about love. Loving the people in Texas and what they're going through. Loving Arlene's granddaughter and what she's going through. Everything that we've talked about.
The tooth.
The tooth, yes. Loving every part of your friendship. I hear people say, oh, I'm with friends with so many people, but I just don't talk to them. I say, why not? Why not call them?
Right.
Why not text them? Why not send them a message somehow and let them know that they're loved? So many people are going through things these days, and they don't know that they're loved. And all you have to do is pick up your phone and call them or text them or somehow communicate. So today, what I'd like for you to do, is contact at least 5 people that you haven't talked to for over a month and let them know that you love them.
5 people.
5 people.
Do I know 5 people? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
Look at how
6
many
people.
people
Yay!
are here.
Wait,
And the 22 people that are on the Zoom.
but you see us every week or two.
Oh, darn.
The other people.
I love it anyway.
So I'd love to tell you about my experiment, okay?
Yes.
So several years ago, I decided that since my son-in-law Rex's birthday is in the first week in January, I would take Rick and Margie out to dinner and celebrate his birthday because it was right after the holidays and nobody really paid attention to him. So my other son-in-law is in June 29th. And that was always combined with 4th of July and a bunch of other things. And so we have never been compatible on a lot of subjects, I'll put it that way. But I decided this year that I should take him and Becky out to dinner to celebrate his birthday. He voted Republican, both for Trump both times. Of course, I'm a Bernie Sanders supporter, so we're poles apart. But I decided that we should go to dinner and have a nice dinner. So I took him to the steakhouse, and we did this, and we talked about different books we're reading. And I was telling my grandson about this, and he said, well, how did it go? And I said, well, we had very nice conversations. He said, you and my dad had nice conversations? I said, well, yes, we did. It worked out just fine. And, it was a big gesture for me to make peace in the family. And he has been wonderful in allowing my daughter, Becky, to spend so much time with me. So there are things I appreciate about him, even though we disagree pretty strongly on political sides. But it was a big gesture, and it paid off. I asked Becky how he felt about it. She said, he's very bemused, Mom, why are you doing this? But I wanted to make that gesture. So I encourage what Dottie's recommending. Just call your friends and talk to them about the books they're reading.
Talk about anything but politics, if that's not something you agree
Yeah,
on.
we do TV programs.
We do TV programs.
Oh, yeah, and Netflix. What are you watching?
Right, exactly.
What movies are you watching?
Yes,
Those
yes.
are good, safe topics, generally speaking.
But think of the love you have in your heart. You say that at times you disagree with him, but deep down there, you love what he does for your daughter.
Yeah.
So think of why you love somebody or how you love somebody, and let them know it. So I love that. Thank you for sharing. That was wonderful, Joan. Anybody else have something they'd like to share about love?
So Sky says, I love you, Mama Boone, times 5.
Oh, wow.
Boy, she's really up in the
Sky.
ante today.
Thank you, Sky.
Sky.
Yes. Anybody else have something they'd like to share about people or love in their life?
I do.
Oh,
Hey,
hey,
Ruth.
we've got a live one here.
So, that's good, I'm not dead. I was questioning that. Amen.
You've got a thing to do this afternoon, you can't have it.
I know, right? It's okay, I can be on dead and do it, right?
Sure.
I keep thinking about it, and since it keeps coming up in my brain, I figure I should probably share it, is that sometimes you can, like with mothers, it seems like it's easy to love your child, but for some moms, it's hard to love their child. It's hard to connect with a particular child. Like there's this weird, like in child development, we call this a goodness of fit, where you have a hard time having like a connection.
Yeah.
That's positive, and even sometimes they'll struggle with like postpartum depression, so it makes it harder to connect with their baby. But you know, when you have a hard time with love, you just keep working on it, like what Dottie said. Keep working on love. And I also thought about how sometimes you can think of it as love in the abstract.
Right.
Instead of the good, the gushy, like, I love you so much. It doesn't have to. You can begin with love in the abstract.
Feels like the agape.
And then move, you know, and then be able to make your decisions with, okay, here's my abstract goal. This is what I need, you know, love in the abstract, and then how to slowly apply it here and there, especially when it's with somebody or something that you're caretaking and things like that. So I just thought maybe that would be
Thank
Very
you.
helpful.
Very
It gives
good.
your mind a construct.
Yeah.
What you're
Right.
giving us is a construct that makes it easy for our monkey mind to shut up for a minute and say, okay, that's my goal.
right.
So that's what I've got to do.
Right.
Beautiful.
Thank you for sharing. Anybody else who'd like to share something?
I don't know if you guys can hear me, but I want to say I love everybody on here.
Yay!
Thank you.
Yay.
Thank you, Gloria.
Love you, Miss Gloria.
Well, so far so good as far as I'm concerned.
Yeah, yeah.
Can I say something?
Yes, yes,
The one first thing, the road that goes to our house, the turnoff is Agape Lane.
Oh, wow.
Funny.
Yeah.
I want to live there.
I love
yes.
it.
Um,
Chris has her now.
and, one of my best friends that lives in my neighborhood here, we're complete opposites on the political scale, and we're close friends. We love each other like brother and sister, and we, totally disagree politically, but we don't talk about it. We talk about the things that we agree on and the things that we both do like. And it
Good.
works out great.
Fantastic. What
That's
a
the
wonderful
whole
way to do
idea,
it.
isn't it? Thank you
Yes,
so much.
thank you for sharing.
Thank you.
Okay, and Chris Brown, you've had your hand up?
Chris, where are you?
Chris?
Yeah, hi. So, when I was doing a lot of research on the Kabbalah, etc., I was listening to one of my favorite presenters. His name is Henry Abramson, and he has a video set, and I have a book. I'm not sure if you can see the book. It's called The Kabbalah of Forgiveness. It's probably not going to show up here.
Well, did you lift it up?
I'll keep trying. Anyway, there it is.
Don't-
So,
no,
so
no.
I'll put it in the chat.
Thank
The
you.
video is probably better than the book. It's a series of 10 or 13 videos of like 10 minutes each on literally how to forgive. Literally, like, what does it look like? What are the steps? How do you actually do it? Mayim Bialik from the Big Bang, she has one as well, but it's like one that I'm aware of. This is 13 levels, like the easiest to the most difficult. And I really, really recommend it. I'll go ahead and put it in the chat.
Please do, thank you.
Especially videos 10 minutes each. He's extremely accessible. One of my absolute favorite people.
Thank you. Thank you so much.
Thank you for sharing.
That's really necessary information.
Anybody else have anything they'd like to share about love? Yes, Annie. Annie, you're still, there you go.
Here I am, I'm here.
Yeah.
Just takes a sec. I just want to express so much gratitude for the amount of love that has come into my life, my whole life. But since I've moved here to Oregon, the amount of people that just stand up and say, I'm here for you and I love you. You know, I come into a choir and they want to become my family. And suddenly, you know, everybody wants to take care of me as I'm going through my health journey. And being able to come to community each week of people I've known for many, many, many years that I love you all very much, as I usually start every Sunday saying good morning, love to all. And it's just unbelievable to me, the amount of love in my life. And when I really stop and think about it, you know, sometimes I say to people, you know, I feel bad because I'm not doing anything for you. And they're going, yes, you do. You are an example of love. And so what I realize is that. And there's not one person that I speak to on the phone, either on a daily basis, a monthly basis. The other day I got a phone call from Kim. She said, I'm here in town, let's go to lunch, because I love you and I want to see you. I don't ever hang up without saying I love you. I don't ever say goodbye without saying I love you. It's just, there's been so much in my life and I'm just so grateful. So
Thank you for sharing.
Awesome.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Anybody else have anything they'd like to share?
It's quiet out there.
Oh, okay.
Yes.
Well, we're gonna pass the basket.
Pass the
Yay,
basket. Pass the
yes.
basket.
Whoa,
Pass
here we
the
go.
basket.
Yay.
There you go.
Pass the basket.
Yay, lots of
You love
that.
give love to the basket.
That's right.
We appreciate all the gifts because they sustain our organization.
Yeah.
And the organization needs to sustainability.
Right.
Yes.
I'm giving energy
Yes.
to
And remember
the organization.
that regular giving creates regular receiving.
Yes.
So we give thanks for these gifts and for whatever gifts are coming in via PayPal, Zelle,
Mhm.
bank account, however they're coming. We give thanks for these gifts, and we honor the abundance that is available to us in order to sustain our community. And so it is.
And
so it
It is. Thank
The
you so much.
infinity of giving and receiving, we do the dance of healing and being. We are the dance of giving and receiving, the infinity of giving and receiving.
Yay! Thank you so much.
Thank you, thank you, thank you.
And I
you,
want to
everyone.
thank you so much, Sensei. You have done so much to help us. And being here every Sunday is
my
wonderful.
joy.
Thank you so much.
It is my joy.
Yeah, that's great.
I'm so
And you on the couch over there.
You.
Yeah, you on the
Go ahead,
couch over
Sophie.
there. Thank you so much for being here this morning. We love having you here. And Corky,
What?
thank you for
Yeah.
doing all you do, putting things together. Yes,
Corky's in the house.
I love you.
Oh, baby.
Aw,
We got some cute little flirting.
I
Yes,
love it.
yeah.
I feel like I'm
Are you
blushing.
blushing a little?
You're blushing?
A little, yes.
Yes, yes. So, think about love this week. When you think of somebody you don't like, stop and say to yourself, I can turn that around. I can put out love for that person. You might know you're not going to get it back, but it's not about getting it back. It's about showing it. It's about letting people know that you love them when you love them. And when you don't love them, don't say anything about it. Just ignore it and say, I'm going to get back into love for them.
Just because you think it doesn't mean you have to say it.
Yes, that's right, Corky. Just because you think it doesn't mean you have to say it. And think about love in everything you do. Getting up in the morning. Think about being in love with yourself. That's the one person I haven't talked about is loving you. That's the greatest gift you can give yourself.
And if you do say it, and you're like, damn, I shouldn't have said that, forgive yourself. Love yourself anyway.
Yes,
That's
love
right.
We all
yourself.
mess up.
That's where love starts, is from your heart. And try to call 5 people today, just to say, I love you. My minister said I needed to call 5 people, and you're one of them. I love you. Talk to you later. Bye. I don't care. But just say something. Say, I love you to 5 people today. And it's going to make you feel so much better about the day and about what's going on. Thank you so much for being here.
Well, I love you, Dottie.
Oh, well,
Yes.
thank you.
Yes.
Thank you,
Yay.
thank you. Thank you all
So
for
proud
loving
of
me.
you.
I enjoy it very much. And
We love
it's
you.
time to say goodbye.
Farewell.
Auf
Those are-
Wiedersehen. Goodbye.
Oh, yeah.
We love you, Dottie. love you now.
Thank you so much.
Oh,
We love CCL.
oh, and it's time, so thank you, everyone, we love you, goodbye.
Call you back?
Bye.